my veins. Underneath the neon lights, they all call my name. Welcome to the show. Do you really want to know? Take all you're giving and I'm never gonna go. Whoa, baby, welcome to the show.
Welcome everyone to OVW TV. I'm Dr. Manby's Ted McNaylor alongside my good friend Shannon the Dude, here with another action-packed episode. Kings Ransom, your Southern Tag Team Champions, have an open tag team challenge on tonight's program.
That's right, there's a lot of talent in the back. I want to see who's going to step up and take the challenge.
It'll be interesting to see who does step up. We also have the TV title on the line in the weekly Gauntlet match with Randall Floyd defending. Now, Melvin Maximus was set to get the last spot in the matchup tonight. However, due to a business meeting, I guess, he will not be in the Gauntlet match. So who's going to take the last spot?
I have no idea. What kind of business meeting do you speak of here? I had no idea this was going on here, but I have no idea who's going to step up.
He is a world-class entrepreneur, Shannon the Dude, and we also have in our main event, Jay Bradley will take on Dustin Jackson right here in the squared circle. But before we get to that, we have a new women's champion in Megan Bayne. Let's take it to our good friend Gilbert Corsi in the ring for the interview.
Thanks, guys. Please welcome my guests at this time, the new OVW Women's Champion, Megan Bayne!
Megan Bayne managed to defeat Maddie Max and Cali Young for the OVW Women's Championship at last Saturday's Saturday Night Special on Megan Bayne's 21st birthday. What an accomplishment.
Megan, let me be the first to say congratulations to you. Your future's so bright that you're wearing the glasses because it's blinding. But if I go back to the Saturday Night Special, I saw tears in those eyes. Tell me, what is in your heart and in your mind now as you fulfilled that dream and became Women's Champion?
Gilbert, my entire life I have never considered myself to be someone who is anything close to emotional. But that night, I couldn't help myself. When I heard the ref count to 3, when I heard these people cheer and react for me, Megan Bayne, I couldn't help. I couldn't help but start to tear up because I have worked so hard for over a year and a half to earn this championship, and now finally my name gets etched forever in the history of all the female athletes that have held this before me.
People like Victoria, people like Beth Phoenix, people like ODB. Your place is in history alongside all of them. And it was a special night for another reason, as I understand it, Meg.
Yes, that was the night of my 21st birthday. And what a better present to get than the OVW Women's Championship.
Look at this, we got company out here.
Who invited you? First of all, you did not beat me. You beat some little girl that got her nose in my match. So I want my rematch. Second of all, you're just some Bigfoot that got shaved down and taught how to wrestle and how to talk, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
Uh-oh. Bigfoot? I wouldn't have said that. She's about to shove her big foot up her little
You
butt.
want your rematch? I'll give you your rematch. June 14th at Fort Knox, it's gonna be you versus me. And I'd be more than happy to put the title on the line. And you better watch out, because I'm gonna stick this big foot up your little ass.
Whoa! She said that like she meant it. Well, you heard the challenge laid out. Cali versus Megan Bayne for the Women's Championship at the Fight for Fort Knox on June 14th.
Gilbert Corsi joined alongside three-time former OVW Heavyweight Champion and Michael Hayes. You know, Mike, we are heading into this OVW Salute to Service, the big fight at Fort Knox. First, thank you for your service. You are an American war hero, but many people don't know that you have a special history with this Army post.
Yeah, Gilbert, most people think I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, and that's not necessarily something that, I wouldn't be proud of, but the fact is, my biological father was in the Marine Corps. So I was actually born on Fort Knox. I was born at the old Ireland Army Hospital that has now, I think, since been demolished, and they built a new one and everything. So, I was born on Fort Knox, and then 18 years later, I found myself going to basic training at Fort Knox to become a cavalry scout. And now, years after that, almost now 12 years after that or more, I'm losing track of time at this point, I'm going back to celebrate everything I went through, taking part in the art and the business that I love and working for a company that has done nothing but give me the opportunity to express myself in this ring and to do it at Fort Knox. I couldn't be more excited.
And bringing with it everything that you went through when you were active service.
It seems that no matter what, pain and Fort Knox follow me everywhere I go.
Never short of words is Michael Hayes. More to come.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you've loved a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome your OVW Tag Team Champions, Kings Ransom.
Welcome back to OVW Television. All roads leading now to the fight at Fort Knox. I'm talking about June the 14th, this Friday. As you watch this in the Louisville market, tickets free to DOD, civilian and military personnel, and just $5 general admission to the general public. More information at gladiatorsportsnetwork.live.
I knew Al Snow was crazy. I can't believe he's giving away those tickets for just $5.
And ladies and gentlemen, a reminder, if you are a member of the general public who's going to join us for our salute to service at Fort Knox, you need to go down in advance and obtain a guest pass at the Fort Knox Welcome Center. Again, those who are ticketed and not personnel already on Fort Knox need to go in advance to the Welcome Center at the Army Post in Radcliffe and obtain a guest pass. We want all of you to be a part of the action on this historic night, the Army's birthday, 244th, as we fight at Fort Knox.
Well, speaking of going down to a Welcome Center, your OVW Tag Champions, Kings Ransom, are welcoming any and all challengers. They have an open challenge. We know in OVW you don't make open challenges.
Who do we think is going to be dumb enough to actually come out here?
We'll find out. Maybe nobody.
Kings Ransom afraid of no one. But it is dangerous to make that open challenge because with our long list of alumni and superstars around the world who want to be a part of OVW and a champion in OVW, you never know who's going to come through the curtain. You never know who's going to respond.
Yeah, 90% of the time, an open challenge does not turn out well for the challenger.
For the challenged.
Yeah.
It turns out to be quite challenging.
As you guys know, we are the OVW Southern Tag Team Champions. But since we've got these titles, it's been a little boring, I gotta say.
Boring?
And that's with no disrespect because we've worked for everything we got. Everything we got. So we say that with the most confidence and most humbleness that we possibly can. But you could bring on anybody, anytime, any place. Step up to the throne and watch you get knocked down. So tonight, it continues. Our open challenge to whoever is brave enough to fight these lions. Because we ain't backing down from nobody, and we fear Nothing.
Who's it gonna be?
So whoever's back there,
What a day, what a day! Up here, Clarksville, Tennessee. At the war room. The war room. Getting ready for war. You know what war we're talking about? No, you probably don't, but we're gonna tell you right now. June 14th. The 14th? The fight at Fort Knox, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Putting on an event for the service members, the troops. An event for you? Not for me specifically. Oh, okay. But guess what? We're going. We're making that trip. You know why? You know why. I know why. Tell them why. About half an hour ago, I got a ding on my phone, and it said King's Ransom. Open challenge. June 14th, fight at Fort Knox. Well, listen, kids, and I do mean kids. The problem, you see, is sometimes when you have success early on, your mouth tends to write checks that your ass can't cash. And an open challenge is not a good idea when there's sharks in the water, like the War Kings. False confidence, kids. That's what you guys got. And that's gonna be your downfall. You know the good thing about being a soldier, a former soldier, a veteran like myself, is I don't need an invite to this event. I don't need a contract signed. I have access to Fort Knox. So it doesn't matter whether you want us or you don't. We're coming. You better bring the titles. We'll see you there, and it's gonna be off with your heads.
The War Kings are coming, guys.
I'll tell you what, if you ask me, I think King's Ransom may have bit off more than they could chew because the War Kings may be the one tag team that can take those titles away for King's Ransom.
The War Kings are the former champions, and they never cashed in their rematch clause. It looks like they are going to use it on June the 14th.
What's this?
Lutz and Cove. I know what it is. I know who it is. I just don't know why they're here.
It seems like you two individuals have seemed to forgot that this here is War King's territory. And you are looking at the third and the fourth War King.
Crimson and Jax know that?
And you want to know why? Because Crimson and Jax Dane both seen that we've beaten you two bozos not once, but twice. And we don't appreciate you disrespecting our brethren. So my boy Crimmy sent us out here to smite and destroy. And I told him, Crimmy, say no more. Tell him what you got to say, Cove. What a rush.
Wow. The Road Warriors are looking good these days.
Well, they say imitation's the most sincere form of flattery.
Well, you know the War Kings are endorsed by Road Warrior Animal. I knew that. I did not know that Lutz and Cove were surrogates of Crimson and Jax Dane.
These two may have finally completely lost their mind.
Oh!
This is a match?
Well, King's Ransom delivering a message that Lutz and Cove can send back to the War Kings. Because the battle lines will be drawn with the OVW tag titles on the line June the 14th at Fort Knox.
Well, I'll give it to these guys.
Oh, and a spear.
They were the only two with the cojones back there to actually come out and accept the open challenge.
Just breaking Cove in half, and this one's going to end just as quickly as it started, guys.
Your winners, King's Ransom.
That was a quick open challenge.
So, as we were saying before we were rudely interrupted, yeah, the open challenge, it continues. So, June 14th, War Kings, sounds like a date, baby. And don't forget, we are the OVW Southern Tag Team Champions. Long live the Kings.
King's Ransom and the War Kings going to war at Fort Knox Friday night.
Well, my ripened peach cobbler, thought we could have a romantic evening in tonight, watching some of my old tag team matches.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. You know what would make this night perfect?
What?
Popcorn. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, baby, what are you watching?
Hey, well, I was just gonna hang out and watch some of,
your old matches. Yeah.
Man, you're the best girlfriend ever.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what would make this night perfect?
What?
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
Can you go get
I'll
some?
go get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Right here. This is one of my best moves.
Yeah?
Yeah. So is this.
Hey, you know what? I'm starting to get a little indigestion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little heartburn.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get up and get some popcorn, okay?
Okay, this is one of the best parts though,
it's
but
okay. It's okay.
you're gonna miss it.
Charlotte, what are you doing watching our matches?
Just watching my matches with my girlfriend.
I was just watching our matches with my girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know where she went though.
Mine had some indigestion or something, but you know.
Just want to watch together?
Yeah, come on.
Hey. This is the good stuff.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when we
Nice
beat
move.
those guys up good.
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
I hear what you're saying, but you're standing alone. Now with you and me here, this place is gonna explode. Saturday night, you bet there's gonna be a fight. Under the lights, gonna be ready to fight on Saturday night.
First of all of you shut up and take your seats. You look like morons standing up with your jaws open. Reality check is, Marvelous Melvin, yeah, you may have won the Battle Royal at the SNS, but guess what? He isn't here tonight. And speaking as the leading man who's been in more gauntlets than anyone, who's held that title in the gauntlet longer than anyone, I feel like I should have that last spot in the gauntlet tonight, considering I was the second to last man. How about we run through the people who have been in this gauntlet, who are going to be in the gauntlet tonight, huh? Shut up. First of all, we're going to start off with the least worthy, Randall Floyd.
That's the champion.
You see, you're gonna come back, but I embarrassed you last week. I proven that you're not built for this gauntlet. You were laying in this ring by the time I got out here. Cash Flow? Shut up already. Nobody wants to hear you. Shut your mouth. You look like morons. Cash Flow? Cash, your business isn't with me, so why are you in my gauntlet? Zoe? You big and bad? You didn't seem so big and bad when I powerbombed you 2 weeks ago and eliminated you. Boy wonder Sam Thompson?
Uh-oh. Hernandez, one by one, was going through the list of folks who are scheduled for the gauntlet. What's Brandon Wolf making his case why he's better than all of them? And you know why that last
Cut that
position
music. I
matters
wasn't
so
done
much,
talking.
Doc.
Cut it.
Well, true. I mean, it's the best spot.
Wolf, why are you out here? First of all, you don't belong in this ring. You're not even here enough to deserve a spot in my gauntlet.
Can Brandon Wolf even talk?
You're right.
Apparently again.
I'm rarely here, but that's what makes me special. And everybody wants that last spot in the gauntlet. I even want that last spot. And if you want that so bad, you're willing to fight for it. I'm dressed. He's dressed. Why don't you have a match for that spot?
Oh no. There is no championship advantage in the gauntlet.
I'm sorry, waiter. We did not order the duck.
Count out, DQ, it's all equalizing. And so you don't want to come in at the beginning
No. Drew. You want to talk about how people are small and how you can beat them up? You know,
Shut up and retire.
You know, it's not about the size of the duck in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the duck, and don't you mistake it. I have a big heart and even bigger balls, and that's why the youngest champion should be the last entrant in the battle royal.
I feel like we learned way more about Sam Thompson than...
I'm just glad they finally dropped.
You know what they say about big web feet?
Giving the censors a workout this week. But here comes a big man.
Cut it. Hey, yo. We out here talking about gauntlets, championships. Only thing we need to be talking about Big Zoe. Because all my soldiers know what time it is. So we're going to talk about belts. We're going to talk about championships. They all know. They all know.
Zoe's a former television champion show with Sam Thompson.
Now what? Here comes, time for the chop shop.
The heavy-handed hitman and the owner of the chop shop, the proprietor known as Cash Flow.
Hey, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Get out of here. You need to grow up, and you shut your mouth. I'm the biggest guy in the room, whatever room I walk in. The only reason any of you have even tasted any gold is because I've been busy. That stops now. I deserve that final spot.
Everybody thinks they deserve that last spot.
And here comes the man with the bullseye on his back. 6 superstars, 5 challengers, and yes, the champion. Here comes the real deal, Randall Floyd.
You deserve the shot, Flo, huh? You think you do, Tubby? Huh? I don't care which one of you think you're the biggest men in this ring. It doesn't matter, because what is going to happen is if you want to tickle this nickel, baby, if you want to feel this steel, the road to the strap goes through the stash.
Guys, listen. I just heard from OVW Commissioner Dean Hill. Since there seems to be a dispute over who gets the last spot in tonight's TV title gauntlet match, we are going to have an impromptu battle royal. If you're eliminated first, you take spot number 1. You're eliminated second, spot number 2, and the winner will get the last spot in the TV title gauntlet. In that match, the impromptu battle royal starts right now.
Well, I guess that settled that, huh?
More of Dean Hill's Law. First out of the Rumble, first into the gauntlet. The one standing tall at the end of it all gets that precious last place with the television title on the line. Over the top rope, both feet must hit the floor.
There goes Randall Floyd.
And this says every elimination will mean something. If you're eliminated first, you got to take the first spot.
Oh, Floyd's in trouble. Is he going to be the first to go?
You don't want to be that as the champion, I can tell you that much.
This Rumble continues. Who's going to get the final spot in the gauntlet?
When people understand that estate planning is one of the nicest things you can do for your family, you're preventing confusion, disagreement, and you're preventing people who care about you from having to make important decisions during a time that's very upsetting. Take care of your financial affairs. If you've made your own funeral arrangements, everything that you do is something else that your children don't have to figure out how to do.
Hi, my name's Barry Ratcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Ted 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think, couldn't get any better than this, but you'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVW Wrestling Network.com. That's OVW Wrestling Network.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVW Wrestling Network.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
You're back here in Davis Arena. This gauntlet, Rumble gauntlet, I should say, continues. The first out of the gauntlet to be the first out of the Rumble, I should say, to be the first in the gauntlet. Whoa! And Cash Flow hits hard. But I want to take you back and show you the action from during the break. Shannon, the guy who was running his mouth the most, That's who got eliminated.
Oh, speaking of eliminations, we had just one right there. But I'll tell you what, Drew Hernandez was the first one out here. He was the one who was trying to step up, and now he will be the first in the gauntlet.
We're down to 3 now. Again, they will go in reverse order.
Look how big
Oh my God! Juggernaut!
Holy mackerel!
Both feet got to hit the floor. The Juggernaut's still alive.
Oh!
So has been eliminated.
And now we got the real deal. And Floyd, the champion,
wins!
Flo has been eliminated.
Great
Your
spot.
winner, Randall Floyd.
Great spot for the champion to be in tonight. He will claim the last position. Floyd has the last spot in the TV title gauntlet.
Wait a second.
And look at that shark. Drew Hernandez. Again, this guy ran his mouth the most and was the first eliminated, Doc.
Well, you know, he's got a long road ahead in tonight's gauntlet match. I guess he figures this is going to help even out the odds a little bit in his favor.
You know, Floyd's been perfecting that figure 4, and Hernandez is trying to make it so he can't even walk into the gauntlet.
That's
whether
right.
he's first or last.
That's right. He came out here. He has got vengeance on his mind right now, and he is trying to just wear him down before that match even happens. Maybe we'll have to crawl out here for the match.
You know, Floyd was out of action for quite some time, recuperating from a leg injury, and Hernandez knows that.
Absolutely. And if it's up to Drew Hernandez, he'll be on the shelf for another 6 months.
Dr. McNaylor's over there tending to the television champion, and this is a despicable act. Well, some would call it despicable, others would call it cunning.
Absolutely. I call it hunger. That is what is within Drew Hernandez. He is hungry for that title. He'll do anything he can to get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to roll right into this television title gauntlet, so Floyd's going to have very little time to rest now, and Hernandez being the first out of the Rumble, now is the first into the gauntlet.
That's right. It doesn't look all that bad to be number 1 right now if you're Drew Hernandez, because he just evened up the odds.
He evened up the odds for Floyd, but he's still got to go through 4 other guys.
Yeah, but you know what? He was the first one out. He didn't have to fight through all those other guys. He got a little rest. Maybe that was the smart thing to do. Get eliminated first, then you can go back there, take a little bit of a breather, then come back and be ready.
Talk about a sore loser. Nonetheless, the television title gauntlet is starting right now.
The following is a gauntlet contest for the OVW Television Championship. Introducing the second competitor, the Boy Wonder, Sam Thompson.
The duck trying to fly high.
Oh! He's coming out Team No Ducks right now. Look at this.
Remember what the duck told us about his web feet? Or maybe that was you were talking about his web feet.
Well, I was just commenting on what Sam Thompson said when he came out here. He's on fire right now, and Drew Hernandez, again, wisely rolling out, taking a breather, realizing he's in this thing for the long haul.
Thompson talking about the size of his heart and other parts of his anatomy. But he
Slow
throws
down,
caution to the wind. You know, Sam Thompson's a former television champion, but he has not thrived in this gauntlet scenario. Could tonight be his night? Could he change that course? And Doc's just got back to the desk. Give us a briefing on the condition of Randall Floyd.
Absolutely. Our athletic trainer's now tending to Floyd, putting ice on that knee. It certainly looks like some swelling is taking place inside the knee. We still don't know the extent of his injury and not sure if he'll be able to compete tonight.
Well, he doesn't have much time to recover.
Hit hard is Sam Thompson. Hernandez on top with the elimination.
Sam Thompson has been eliminated.
What'd I tell you? That was
Introducing the
smart.
next competitor.
There we go.
Here comes Brandon Wolf. And this guy is quick. He can fly. He can soar. And in terms of strategy, Wolf is going to want to use his speed and stay away from the power of the larger Drew Hernandez.
And he's doing just that right now. Look at this.
Stick and move. That should be the strategy here, Doc. Stick and move.
And that is exactly what Brandon Wolf's doing, and that's why he's taking control here in this TV title contest. It'll be interesting if Randall Floyd can't return tonight. We're going to have a new TV champion.
Well, he is
shot into the springboard.
Randall Floyd had better hope for a miraculous recovery back there. I hope he's doing everything that he can. He better be praying and everything if he's going to have a chance to come out here and defend that title.
Wolf's perched on top. Switch in the middle of the air with the frog splash, but nobody home. High risk, no reward for Brandon Wolf.
Uh-oh.
And that small window of opportunity has created
This is a position you don't want to be in if you're Brandon Wolf.
a momentum-shifting moment for Drew Hernandez.
That might be it.
The Mayan apocalypse on Brandon Wolf. Is it enough?
Wolf is seeing stars, and this one is
Brandon
finished.
Wolf has been eliminated.
There you go, 2
Introducing
for
the
2.
next competitor.
Well, here comes the Juggernaut. An all-star athlete. Agile, angelic.
But look at Drew Hernandez. Not even allowing the big man to get into the ring.
And that's smart.
Absolutely, it's smart.
Because you don't want Zoe to be at 100%. Hernandez does not want to look the Juggernaut eye to eye.
I was about to say you don't want him to have any offense, but too late.
And you know, Zoe may have been doing a little bit of showboating there. You know, he's one of the OVW faithful's favorite, but Hernandez just slipped right out of his hands.
Look at this power.
Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Hernandez smart here, rolls underneath the rope. Smart.
Absolutely. Buying himself just a little bit of time. It can make all the difference in a match like this.
Breaks the pressure of Zoe. Oh, no. And creates a little bit of separation.
If you notice, that's what Drew has been doing this entire match.
I tell you what, Hernandez week in, week out in this gauntlet scenario.
Hold on a second here.
Oh, my gosh.
Is he going to be able to powerbomb him?
No way.
Can he lift up the 400-pounder?
Look at Zoe, though.
Holy guacamole.
Alabama slammer into the cover, and Zoe
Drew
advances.
Hernandez has been eliminated.
Well, it was a good run while it lasted,
Introducing the next competitor.
Oh, I like this showdown. I like this showdown. Cash Flow and Zoe know each other very, very well.
I hope we reinforce the ring for this one.
Former friends, former tag team partners, and consistently battling over who is the best big man on the OVW roster. Who's going to leave with bragging rights after this one, Doc?
It'll be very interesting. These two very evenly matched as we've seen in the past, but only one man can go on in this TV title gauntlet.
Look at those left. Look at the big man move. Oh. A little shake and bake right there.
So attempting to throw Cash Flow, who reverses. What's going to happen here? Oh, no.
My. I talked about the agility of the big man Zoe. It may have cost him there. We got to take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen.
Timeout?
Who's going to advance in the gauntlet?
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health, better.
You're back here in Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the back of the television title gauntlet. You are looking at Cash Flow and Zoe, and during the break, it has been all flow. I want to take you back and show you some of the action now. That's 6'4", 364 down on the Juggernaut.
And I'll tell you what, I just wonder how much stamina. Look at Big Zoe here. Oh, I wonder how much stamina these two have. They're two big men in there. They've been going at it for a while now.
Every time that Zoe tries to mount a little bit of offense, his former tag team partner in Cash is there to cut him off at the pass. And we've seen this before. Oh my God, the ground just moved into the cover. My gosh.
Zoe has been eliminated. Introducing the final competitor.
Again, I say that's 6'4", 364. And when that comes off the top rope, that can crush your chest.
Unbelievable.
I don't see how Randall Floyd's going to be in any condition.
Well, here he comes hobbling. Hobble Cassidy out here.
To fire that athletic trainer, he should not be cleared. He clearly is still injured.
Oh, if he's the champion, he needs to fight like a champion. Come on out here.
Floyd's just going to vacate the title that he won on his first night back from a leg injury?
I would not be advised, but Randall Floyd's going to do it nonetheless.
And Floyd was the winner of the Gauntlet Rumble that we had earlier tonight.
Only to be attacked by Drew Hernandez immediately afterward, which is why Randall Floyd came hobbling out here. Oh, God.
And gosh, you may not like Cash Flow, but this is a smart tactic. Like a shark who smells blood in the water, he is picking apart that wounded leg of the real deal.
He doesn't smell blood. He smells dinner. He smells money. You become the TV champ.
You got to mention the fact that Randall Floyd is also risking long-term injury in this match right here. Like you said, he was on the show for a while. He may go right back to it.
You talk about Cash being about that money. You know the television champion wins $1,000 for every successful title defense
every week.
The man they call Cash would love to deposit that in his bank account.
Certainly.
Interest adds up too. Look at this. I would be surprised if the ref calls this.
Dr. McNaylor's gotten up from the broadcast booth. He's going to go take a closer look at Randall Floyd. But again, I go back to the kind of man that we know the real deal to be. He is not just going to hand over the title to Cash Flow.
We're in a match here. We don't have time for a doctor's exam. Get back over here, Doc. Oh! Well, he's fighting from somewhere deep within right there.
Both the referee and myself told Randall Floyd he did not have to continue.
It's not a have to. You know it's not a have to. With Floyd, this is a want to. He wants to be the best. He wants to be the television champion. And Floyd's got to try and lock the figure 4 on those big tree trunk legs of Cash Flow.
There's no way.
Yeah, that may be the only chance that he has at this point, though.
But do you think he can, in his condition, even apply that
I
hold?
wonder if Flow can.
Hold on.
Oh, a chop to the leg.
I don't think I've seen a leg chop before.
A chop anywhere from Cash Flow is effective. But I got to wonder if Floyd, even at 100%, could get the figure 4 on Cash Flow.
Well, either way, Flow's just messing with Floyd now.
If you're Randall Floyd, though, what other strategy, what other option do you really have? You can't even get to your feet right now. And when he does, he's fragile at best.
But he's doing a heck of a job fighting from his base now with the toe pick.
Oh, he's going to go for it again.
Turns it around. Floyd, is he going to be able to do this?
Uh-oh.
Cash turns it into a small package. Teeter-totter, 1, 2, 3.
What just happened? What just happened?
Your winner and still OVW Television Champion, Randall Floyd.
I'll tell you what just happened. The real deal, Randall Floyd, just showed us once again what he's made of. What a gutsy, gritty fight for the television champion.
By the skin of his teeth, Randall Floyd remains the TV champ.
You know, Mike, we've been through a lot. Friends, sometimes not. This has been hell for you at times.
Yeah. Hell is a state of mind. That's what I live in, man. I force the good. I force the positivity. I find the people I need in my life to make sure I'm doing the right thing and on the right path, but I'm living in hell constantly.
You force the good, you find the positivity, your words. Yeah. June 14th, good, positive for you?
It's going to be great. There's no sadness in my heart about going back to Fort Knox. Because the one thing I didn't get to do was finish my deployment. And as a soldier, the one thing you want to do is complete your mission. But June 14th, I get to complete a mission.
The fight at Fort Knox, OVW Salute to Service, June
so good.
June the 14th. So ticket information on gladiatorsportsnetwork.live.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you've loved a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
OVW Rewind, brought to you by Lemmy Law. Need a lawyer? Get Lemmy at LemmyLaw.com. OVW and Lemmy Law, an unbeatable tag team.
Gonna reveal here. Hey, now there's another mask. He had another mask on. Turn around, Justin. Justin. Smooth keeps making the same mistake. He's so busy showboating, he's not focused on what's happening in front of his face. Uh-oh.
Smooth's got a hold of that mask again. Wait a minute.
Front handspring.
Wait.
Cutter.
That's
You
a
know
change maker.
You know exactly what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, we've heard some whispers and rumors, but that all about confirms it.
Hayes has found a second wind. Perhaps even a third or a fourth.
We've seen this.
Dishonorable discharge.
That's how
He's down.
That's how he beat Justin Smooth last week on OVW TV. Cover him, Mike. Cover him.
But that was a tag match, not an ODQ match.
Hayes isn't done.
What's going through the champion's mind? Michael Hayes.
What the hell? What the hell is Jay Bradley doing out here?
You know that Jay Bradley will do anything for a price. He's like a walking insurance policy.
And Mike Hayes just ate a boomstick.
Did the Trinidad Titan pay off Jay Bradley?
Guys, I could see Mike's eyes. They are just glazed over.
And if so, how much was that premium? Because Bradley may have just handed Justin Smooth the OVW Heavyweight Championship. There's the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Titan has stolen the title back.
And new OVW Heavyweight Champion, Justin Smooth.
Welcome back into Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. OVW Television on the air. We are pressing our way to the fight at Fort Knox. I am joined by U.S. Army Sergeant Carlos Suarez, and we are so proud to be partnering with the Army for OVW Salute to Service.
That's right, Gilbert. It's the 244th birthday of the United States Army, live at Fort Knox from the Sadowski Center at 6607 Wilson Road on Fort Knox, Kentucky. It's across the street from the old Ireland Army Hospital. This is probably one of the biggest events of the year at Fort Knox. First time ever we're having this type of promotion. Hopefully this continues the tradition to come down and we show our superstars and the fans a great showing.
It is free to DOD civilian and military personnel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, that's right, ladies. What was that? USA! And to members of the public who want to be a part of this event, it's just $5. But important, you have to get a guest pass from the post.
That's right. Go to the main gate, go to the visitor center, go ahead and get your clearance.
All you need is an ID for that, right?
It's a state regulated ID and you'll be good to go. Or a passport.
$5, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a remarkable, historic night, the 244th anniversary of the United States Army. Join us as we fight at Fort Knox. More information on tickets on GladiatorSportsNetwork.live.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Jay Bradley.
This is the man that came to Justin Smooth, the Trinidad Titans' aid at the last Saturday Night Special, interviewing in that no disqualification heavyweight title match to bring the title back home for Trinidad.
Here comes the human insurance policy. Mask or not, you know who's behind it. None other than Jay Bradley.
Are you sure that's Jay? I mean, I know it looks a lot like him, but are you sure? Oh,
I gotta wonder how much Justin Smooth paid the master of the boomstick to interfere in his match at the Saturday Night Special against Hayes.
And we do know Jay Bradley, his mantra is he will beat up anyone for money. And he did just that at the SNS.
But you know what?
And his opponent, coming into the ring by Lily, Dustin Jackson.
Like it or not, Smooth didn't break any rules. The title match at SNS was no DQ.
Absolutely. Nobody said that Jay Bradley couldn't come out and interfere in the match. It was all within the rules. I know you like the rules, Gilbert. You like people that play by the rules. There were no rules.
And look who is accompanying Dustin Jackson to the ring. I'm not talking about Lily. I'm talking about the former champion here in Michael Hayes.
He does not look happy.
We know that at the fight at Fort Knox this Friday, June the 14th, it will be Bradley and Smooth taking on Dustin Jackson and Michael Hayes. And if looks could kill, the stare down between Hayes and Smooth right now would be criminal. Right now, bell sounds, we are set to go. This your television main event on OVW TV this week. Dustin Jackson versus Jay Bradley. And guys, I should make mention, Jackson is the #1 contender for Smooth's title right now after the Saturday Night Special.
It's true, he managed to defeat Cashflow at the last SNS to earn the contendership, but right now, he's got bigger problems in front of him.
You gotta wonder how Michael Hayes feels about that too. I mean, in his mind, he got robbed.
So what's the cost of the payment plan? Not only how much is Smooth paying Jay Bradley, because his services are not cheap. Does he pay by the offense? Does he pay weekly? Does he pay bi-weekly?
He's on commission, and he accepts tips.
Jay Bradley should really start his own website. I mean,
of course. I mean, look at Jay Bradley. Wouldn't you want somebody like that having your back?
He's a former 2-time OVW Heavyweight Champion, is Jay Bradley.
I wonder if he can get a coupon. There's the drop kick from Dustin Jackson and puts Bradley right down to the mat.
Tremendous elevation, chopping down the 6'3" Bradley.
Did you just suggest that Jay Bradley's services will be listed on Groupon?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, get the word out.
Do you think Bradley takes discounts? Heck no.
Absolutely not.
He's all about the money. Bottom line, he'll do whatever job necessary as
look at this.
as the price is right.
Absolutely. And he delivers premium service, I can guarantee you that.
And right now, he's probably been paid big to take a peg out of Dustin Jackson. I tell you what, Jackson emerged from a feud with his former tag team partner, stronger, better, wiser.
Look at that power.
As a competitor, and his stock is rising. This could be a huge victory. Jackson's stock is rising in OVW. Oh, I can only imagine when he meets Justin Smooth one-on-one, what will happen for the young bro god.
Look at the power of Jay Bradley.
He's got to get there first in one piece.
You know he's setting up, he is setting up for that boomstick. He's gonna take his head right off his shoulders. I can't wait to see this. Here it comes.
The big man from the south side of Chicago setting up, but he's cut off at the pass.
Say the only kind of stick Dustin Jackson knows is a selfie stick.
Right now, the bro god is sticking and moving here, Doc.
That's what you have to do.
Smooth trying to create a bit of a distraction on the outside, and it worked.
You call that a distraction? I thought he just tripped on the rope. Look at that. Big power slam. Well, wait a minute now.
Maybe that's a case of turnabout is fair play.
This is not a no DQ match. You can't be doing that.
So luckily the referee did not catch it, or you're absolutely right, it would be a disqualification. What?
Justice Smith is fired up on the other side over here too.
Well, Charlene saw enough, and it looks like she is kicking Michael Hayes out of the ringside area.
There we go. Finally some justice around here.
Jackson puts the big man on his back. Referee's out of position too, and Bradley's out.
So close.
But you can blame Michael Hayes for causing that distraction. Oh! It was all his fault.
Jackson's beginning to rally. Jumps 3/4 of the way across the ring. It hooks Bradley. The big man's up. Oh, and snap suplexes it the other direction. I tell you what, Bradley is so dangerous in the ring, Doc.
Certainly so.
You're hard-pressed to find anybody more with brute strength than Jay Bradley.
Bradley, that battle-tested ring veteran, wrestled all across the country for the WWE, Impact, and in countries around the world. A mighty test here for the young Jackson, but he is showing us that he's up to the challenge here, Shannon.
He is, but he's up right now on Jay Bradley's shoulders. About to take a big fall, it looks like,
Uh-oh.
This could be it.
Dustin just can't get any momentum going.
Here we go.
Jay Bradley calling for that boomstick.
Will the third time be the charm?
The room looks,
and he hit it.
Bradley comes in a head full of steam, and Dustin knowing where he's at in the ring. The big man hits hard on the outside.
Well, Jay Bradley had a lot of momentum going towards Dustin Jackson, and Dustin used that momentum to pull down the top rope, and just Jay went right over the top, and now he's got a steel chair.
What is Bradley doing here? This, again, as you said,
He doesn't care. He
not
doesn't
a no
care.
DQ match.
He's thinking about Fort Knox, though.
That's right. He's thinking about that paycheck, too.
Jackson trying to put it together now. A
Finally
flurry
managed.
of offense here from the Bro God.
Finally managed to get that suplex he was going for earlier as he scoops, and he
No!
slams.
Wait a minute.
Sweet.
He just used a chair.
Bradley brought it in the ring.
That's besides the point.
No, I think that is the point.
It's not the point. He just slammed him down on a foreign object.
Jackson ascends that top ropes, connects on the splash. Will it be enough? On top of the chair. May have done some damage to himself with the
Absolutely,
impact.
he did. You could tell he did.
They call it high risk for a reason.
Precious seconds ticking away here for Dustin Jackson.
Cover him.
No hook of the leg, and
What a kick out by Jay Bradley, huh? What a kick out.
that was all Justin Smooth.
What?
The Titan saving his hired gun, Doc.
Certainly, as, well, hold on a second. We see Michael Hayes now coming out.
He's already been ejected from this match. What's he doing back?
Well, the referee's jumped out of the ring here.
Well, there's a match taking place, but it looks like the explosions are happening on the outside.
Ref's trying to keep control of the outside, of the chaos on the outside, but we still got a match on the inside of the ring. And Hayes believes that Smooth stole the title from him, even though it was a no DQ match. Smooth's name was signed on the contract to Hayes one-on-one. It was not two-on-one with Jay Bradley and Smooth versus Hayes.
That's right. Michael Hayes needs to go back where he belongs.
Wait
Back
a
to the
second.
locker room.
The referee escorting Michael Hayes to the back
Again.
and not seeing this
Now
criminal
what is
hit.
she doing?
Lily standing up for her man and just slapped the taste out of the OVW champion's mouth.
Nobody does that. No man or woman.
Oh, come on. Be careful here. That's a woman.
Get her out of the ring.
And that's a wake-up call for Dustin Jackson.
Oh!
Oh, no. Lily got caught in the melee. Lily got caught in the mix. Half of that went to Jackson. Half of that went to Lily. That's half of street justice. Oh, no.
If you ask me, she deserved it. She shouldn't have been in there to begin with.
Look at this, dude. Jackson's in
I
six.
see what's going on. I see that. And you can blame Michael Hayes for all this mess. He shouldn't have been out here.
How about you blame Smooth? He's not involved in this match.
And the only reason he got involved in this match is because of Michael Hayes out here, distracting the referee. He caused all this. Dustin Jackson can blame him.
Jackson is heartbroken. He is irate.
Look at this.
And in the middle of this, again, there's a match still going on.
He got him.
And Justin and Jay Bradley picks the
Your
bones.
winner, Jay Bradley.
And he didn't even have to bring out the boomstick.
Add fuel to the fire, ladies and gentlemen, for the tag team main event at the Fight for Fort Knox. We'll see you at Fort Knox on Friday night.